Hello everyone, Friedemann here, brand manager of BULLS, and we are at the BULLS booth at Eurobike 2024 in Frankfurt. I would like to present to you the highlights from us at BULLS for the 2025 model year and give you a little tour. I would say, let's start right away with one of the absolute highlights, the new development for 2025, the Monkey Link steering light. You can see it here behind me, a true innovation in the e-bike sector. A fully integrated front light in the head tube, approved for road traffic with 30 lux, and the highlight of the matter is that it steers along. In the automotive sector, one would say it fully illuminates corners adaptively, and we can take a closer look at it here in the front. Definitely an absolute hit. And together with the Monkey Link twin lights, all BULLS mountain bikes equipped with them are basically ready to go with lights straight from the factory without any additional accessories and are ready for use at any time of day or night. So now we are right here at BULLS Sonic, standing in front of the new Sonic with ABS. The Sonic series, a very popular all-mountain series from BULLS, is completely versatile and at a really high level. For 2025, the frame has been completely redesigned and newly developed. The highlight again is the Monkey Link steering light in the head tube. The fully integrated steering light boosts safety and visibility, approved by the German road traffic licensing regulations. Talking about safety, the Bosch ABS system is on board in all situations, giving full control when braking, along with a powerful Bosch Performance Line CX motor with a large battery. Compared to the previous model, we now have the same size wheels at the front and rear. No more mullet concept. 150mm of travel at the front, 140mm at the rear, mechanical Shimano Deore drivetrain, dropper post on board with TRP brakes. And the next new development, the next highlight is indeed Monkey Link, the Monkey Link 2.0 interface. Many of you might already be familiar with Monkey Link, the extension, which is essentially a remarkable evolution of the revolution. As we mentioned, the powered interface on board allows you to not only mount a light, but also a speedometer, a display, and indeed, wirelessly charge your mobile phone. Well, not a speedometer, but you can use your mobile phone as a speedometer while charging it inductively. It is possible to mount a Bosch Intuvia display using an adapter. Similarly, for an epic trail tour in the dead of night, your night ride, you can mount various Monkey Link high beams, really powerful lights, as an addition. All of this can be done in the blink of an eye and depending on the situation. So, directly to the next highlight, and perhaps also my personal favorite here at BULLS, the Sonic ENR in the team variant. It's all about racing, performance, bike park, and definitely hardcore enduro and downhill action. You can see it with the excellent RockShox Ultimate suspension, consisting of the new SEP Ultimate fork and Vivid Air Shock, 170mm travel at the front and 160mm at the rear. Optionally adjustable on the trail via flip chip on the fly to 145mm of travel. Additionally, geometry adjustment is very simple with 2 screws in the top tube plus minus 0.5 degrees, meaning a total adjustment range of 1 degree for the geometry. This allows us to either achieve the right downhill performance or, depending on the situation in the race, on the tour or on the trail, get very good uphill performance. Here too, the Bosch Performance Line CX motor, plenty of battery range, Monkey Link on the head tube, also mounted on the Rumble full carbon handlebar stem unit. So, anyone who wants to use either a light or their phone for navigation and inductive charging can do so even on such a downhill machine. 8 pins dropper post, SRAM Eagle XX transmission, wireless of course, the brand new Gustav Pro disc brake with best-in-class braking power while still offering great modulation and plenty of fading resistance even for the longest of descents. Yes, and otherwise I think because of that, if you look at the bike, it's definitely built for rough terrain. BULLS Wild Edge team. That definitely rings a bell for all the mountain bike racing fans. Anyone who followed the Cape Epic this year saw that this bike has already earned its laurels. Urs Huber and Simon Schneller won the final stage of this year's Cape Epic on it. So, the Bulls Wide Edge team, the workhorse of Team Bulls, is a cross-country racing machine that is absolutely geared towards speed and performance. With a bit more travel than before, 120mm at the front and rear, brand new rear suspension concept with a 4-link swing arm, but compared to the VUCA, it uses a pull rod instead of a push rod. This gives us a one-piece rear triangle that provides a lot of stiffness, and thanks to the linkage with 4 pivot points, incredibly good and an extremely high level of suspension performance overall. Rumble handlebar stem unit made of full carbon, high-quality SRAM drivetrain, advanced Eagle transmission, as I already mentioned, along with Shimano XTR disc brakes, Mavic Crossmax carbon wheels, and Rumble Escalator Pro dropper post included. All of this for €7,000. If you want to go full speed, this bike has got you covered. And with the amount of travel, you are very well equipped and suited for any cross-country race, any marathon race, and also for a downcountry tour. So now we are standing here in front of the bigger of the two brothers. We just looked at the Wild Edge, and here we have the Wild Creed. The bigger of two brothers because, as before, there is still a Wild Ronin in between, an all-mountain. And here we got a full-blown Enduro, almost a racing machine, 170mm front, 160mm rear travel for best performance, even with the coil shock. Same rear triangle concept as the Wild Edge, with 4-link swing arm and pull rod, a one-piece rear triangle for maximum stiffness, and a linkage with 4 pivot points for best suspension performance, even in rough terrain. Here as well with the Rumble handlebar stem full carbon unit and a completely newly developed frame. A bike for real fun in the bike park, a bike that lets you really go full blast on the trail. And all of this for just €5,500 with these specs. That's really an absolutely incredible statement from Bulls. We just saw the Wild Creed, a bike built for real action, and now we are standing in front of something truly elegant. Bulls Machete, known as the high-end gravel bikes from Bulls. Now we got the Machete. The TI stands for titanium. Titanium, an exclusive material which is known for its exceptional qualities and properties, has very good self-damping properties and characteristics, making it a very comfortable frame, even though the bike is very sporty in terms of geometry. It is corrosion-free, very torsion-resistant, and simply a truly exclusive bike without paint, just raw titanium. I think it looks amazing. We also got a lot of mounting points with 45mm Schwalbe G1R tires on it and a SRAM Force E-TAP XS drivetrain with the Explore cassette, meaning 10 to 45, so a pretty wide range. We have a 1x setup in the front, and with the Explore cassette, we are equipped for any situation, no matter how steep the climb or descent. A bike for fast evening rides, a bike to really let loose, but also equipped for long bikepacking tours with all the mounting points for every situation. And thanks to titanium, it's incredibly robust and versatile in any situation. I'm really excited about it, and it will be one of the next bikes in my garage at home. Daily Grinder Evo SX, the highly versatile and reliable e-gravel bike for every day and for every purpose. Grinder aluminum frame, Bosch SX motor, 55 Newton meter, 400 watt-hours in-tube battery, suspension fork, fenders, monkey load rack in the rear, lighting, monkey link interface. But now enough of all the features and advantages of this really versatile bike. It really is equipped for every purpose, a bike for every day and every situation. Bulls Copperhead FSX. Copperhead, very well known and popular, and for 2025, this is the full suspension variant of it. The FSX model here in the FSX2 variant, we have a brand new, from the ground up, newly developed frame and a completely different bike than before. Still with an aluminum frame, but now also with 4-link swing arm, one-piece rear triangle for a lot of stiffness, and a linkage with 4 pivot points for additional durability, longevity, and suspension performance. Everything you could wish for in such a bike, a truly universal mountain bike for fun, whether you're a teenager on the pump track on an all-mountain tour, and everything in between, our new Copperhead FSX got you covered. Shimano Deore drivetrain, disc brakes with 203mm diameter at the front and 180mm at the rear for really strong and reliable braking performance. The suspension also comes with a lockout for better uphill performance. Overall, just an incredibly fun and versatile bike for a lot of fun on the trail and for a really affordable price. BULLS Copperhead Evo AM129, not just an absolute eye-catcher because of its color. We have a fully suspended mountain bike with a very low step-through height. This is something incredibly special and certainly makes life easier for a lot of people out there, especially in combination with the dropper post. It comes with a Bosch Performance Line CX motor and large battery for plenty of range. Two additional highlights can be found at the front of the bike. Firstly, the Monkey Link steering light, the fully integrated front light that turns with the steering tube, and also additionally a Monkey Link 2.0 interface on the handlebar. Here you can see it with a mobile phone mounted to it, safe and secure. The phone can be charged wirelessly through the powered Monkey Link interface. Shimano Q's drivetrain, grippy 29er tires, 140mm travel at the front and rear, making it an e-bike with which we can do everything. And with its step-through full suspension frame, it offers an unmatched amount of comfort. BULLS Sturmvogel or BULLS Sturmvogel Evo, an absolute and incredibly timeless classic from BULLS, and a really good-looking, incredibly stylish and versatile urban city bike or even a beach cruiser. Yes, I really think it has a bit of a beach cruiser vibe. Definitely a really stylish bike, comfortable for getting from A to B, maybe to grab some ice cream for the beach, for whatever, for a whole lot of riding fun. Now with a Bosch Performance Line CX motor and a really large battery for extended range. Thanks to a carbon belt drive with a Shimano Nexus gear hub, it is very low maintenance, almost maintenance-free, and no more dirty trousers from a greasy chain. Of course, it comes fully equipped. Mudguard, monkey load system rear rack. Now I am going to talk about a real highlight of this bike. We got our new Monkey Link steering light at the front, fully integrated into the head tube, and the Monkey Link 2.0 interface with a powered connection, which allows the quick and simple attachment of additional accessories like an extra strong front light or even a mobile phone to be used as a speedometer and charged wirelessly as needed. So everything has been thought of. There's a lot of know-how in this bike, even though it looks simple and super stylish. This is the perfect hassle-free bike for your everyday needs. BULLS Toki Evo SX26, a children's or youth e-bike, or well, an e-mountain bike to be precise. Why shouldn't children also be riding e-bikes if their parents probably are anyway after all? So therefore Bosch SX motor 55 Newton meters, Bosch Performance Line SX motor to fully and correctly name it. Aluminum frame, removable 400 watt-hour in-tube battery, and in this combination it results in a really nice lightweight bike so that the youngsters don't have to struggle with the weight of regular e-bikes and have more fun. The SX motor provides natural dynamic riding and delivers plenty of power despite its low weight. Monkey Link interface on board, very important for lighting or attaching the phone for navigation or to use as a speedometer. Kids want to know how fast they have been riding. We got hydraulic disc brakes from Tektro and a robust and long-lasting Shimano Acera drivetrain, making it a worry-free package for the e-bike for the youth. BULLS Crosslight Evo Carbon is a completely newly developed frame platform for 2025. A trekking or city bike with 29er wheels and a full carbon frame, which gives us a really light weight that is just under 23 kilos in total, which is incredibly light, especially in this class of e-bikes. Shimano Deore drivetrain, hydraulic disc brakes with 180mm brake discs for reliable braking power, air suspension fork with 100mm travel, which is designed to provide a lot of comfort, very important. Bosch Performance Line CX motor, 85 Newton meters with a pretty big battery. We also got a beautiful holistic cockpit made from a single piece of aluminum with an integrated powered interface for the display, making the bike very stylish and incredibly clean looking. Fully equipped, yes, which I find really stylish, and with an absolutely stunning carbon frame, a real highlight. BULLS Copperhead Evo AM2 features an entirely newly developed frame for 2025, now also with a carbon main frame, aluminum rear triangle, and a one-piece aluminum rear swing arm. Our new 4-link swing arm suspension system with 4 pivot points ensures excellent rear suspension performance. Bosch Performance Line CX motor, a large battery inside, and of course with our innovative Monkey Link steering light, integrated into the head tube, following your steering movements. We also got the new Monkey Link 2.0 interface, which provides wireless charging of a mobile phone or attachment of an additional light, depending on the situation and without tools. All in all, it's a really well-equipped bike with 140 millimeters of travel, an all-mountain bike for every purpose. Monkey Link twin lights are also on board, making it a mountain bike suitable for everyday use, as well as for having real fun on the trails. That concludes the highlights from BULLS for 2025 and our most exciting new models here from Eurobike in Frankfurt. I hope you had fun. I hope one or several of our new models or features have been interesting for you. But of course, that's not all we have in store for the 2025 model year. And I can assure you, there's something for everyone in our portfolio.